Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm a channeler and a healer. In today's video we're asking the question, what is Spirit's advice for attracting what you want? So I have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile 1, pink tourmaline, pile 2, peacock ore, or pile 3, patchy tear. You can go to your reading from the timestamps in the description or the video chapters below. I'll see you there. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal so I can channel through it. We're asking, what is Spirit's advice for attracting what you want? Credibility is what I'm hearing here. Finding things from credible sources. I feel like for this group, you need to do a little bit of research for yourself. And for you, the exploration of finding the answer that is perfect for you is really important. So I feel like there are sources out there, probably on social media, that do have some very credible sources for you as a group. And you may have to do your own research here. They're giving me the hint that it's to do with ancient texts. So you might want to go and have a look at things connected to ancient texts. So they may be religious texts, or they may be spiritual texts, or it's like some sort of unknown or lesser known knowledge. This may even come from channeling spirit directly as well. It's something that isn't known by many. So I feel that you might even hybridize something. For example, you might mix moon manifestation with numerology, or you might mix astrology with moon magic or something like that, where there are some practices that will give you hints, but it's almost like you're going to adjust it to what you need. I'm even like looking at a scientist here, so it might be like you have to do some scientific exploration of what you want to know. I feel like along the way you're going to actually gather other knowledge that's going to be really useful to you in the future. So it's about exploration. Spirit's not just going to give you the answer here, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry about that. It's about gathering information and growing your spiritual side as well, and allowing the knowledge to come to you. Now, of course, you can ask Spirit to help send you things. You know how things just appear on your feeds randomly? Well, not so randomly, but there will be things that will appear that will help guide you as well. And some really interesting things are going to come your way that you might even start off in another direction as well. That's going to take you somewhere, but not about attracting what you want, but it's going to be very interesting for you regardless. I feel that other people's energy does interfere with you and you trying to reach out to the universe for what you want. So you might like to look at ways to protect your energy and ways to create a sacred space, creating an altar, or being out in nature when you try and attract what you want. For you as a group, I don't feel it's that straightforward. You are going to have to go on a bit of a journey, but it'll really be worth the journey at the end of it. I'm hearing the term catchment. I'm not sure what that is in relation to here. We're going back to the hybridization. So it's like you're going to pick, it'll be more than 2 things, maybe 3 or 4 things that you've researched, and you're going to mix it together. I'm seeing like a witch at a cauldron stirring it together to make the magic spell that you need for you. And this may not work for other people, but it's going to be for you, and you will be able to attract what you want in life. You may have tried many manifestation techniques and none of them have been right for you, or they haven't worked. There's a few reasons for this, I'm being told. One of them is the timing isn't right. But 2, they want you to find your own magic, and it may even be inner magic. And going on this journey of exploration of things that work for you is about finding your own magic. And maybe you're going to download some information or channel some information that's really going to help you on this quest, because it is being given to me like a quest. I'm seeing Merlin as well, so there's that magical connotation. Merlin also likes to work in the outdoors, so we're getting back into nature with that as well. There might be some nature-based techniques that really resonate with you. I'm hearing that acquiring what you want doesn't mean the end to the journey though, because what you're learning to do is harness the universe's power and nature's power, and harness it in a way that makes life better, not only for you, but the people around you and also your wider community. And it's like you're going back to ancient techniques of harnessing power. And it's something that probably hasn't been seen. It's almost like you're not inventing it, but reworking something into a way that the universe, or into a way that the world can use now. And it might have been used in a way prior to this that did a lot of damage to a lot of people, or did a lot of damage to nature, and it was locked down for a while. And that certain combination, or that certain spell of manifestation techniques has not been available to people, and it is going to be available again, because there's enough enlightened beings on the planet now to work it in the positive rather than the negative. So the power of this thing, or part of this thing, was known on the planet, but it was abused and its power was misused, so it was hidden or covered again. But it can be opened up in a way that suits you as an individual. So I know there's more than one person listening to this, so there's different ways of getting to this point, and it's not the same energy, if you like. And the advice here is not to misuse the power, because it will disappear again. You may have to run several different experiments, and you may need to run down several different paths before you find exactly what you want. So you might get some results that are mixed. You might try something, it doesn't work at all, and then you might tweak it a little bit, and then it works a little bit, and then you tweak it again and it works better. This is all about adventure, seeking, a quest, magic, spells, finding the right combination. It's like a mystery, and you have to unlock the mystery, or you have to solve the mystery for you as an individual and how it works for you. It's not going to be something that someone puts a video out about and saying, this is what worked for me, because it won't just be that one thing. You might have to combine up to 4 things to find what works for you. And if you have tried manifestation before and you've had absolutely no success with it, that's definitely your sign that you need to create something that works for you, for yourself. And then it can be shared with others, but it won't necessarily work the same way for others. It'll probably work on the same frequency. So let's say that you've got very close friends who share your ideals. It'll probably work just as well for them, but it is a little bit individualized, so it's not going to be working for everyone. Oh gosh, that was quite deep. I didn't expect that. That was very interesting. I thank your guides and my guides for helping this information to come through, because I feel like they definitely had a hand in it, and also Merlin, because his energy was there too. I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I will see you in my next one. Crystal 2. I'm just going to pick up your crystal and channel through it. Oh, I'm feeling that you have to get out of your comfort zone here. This is something that you're actually going to have to go adventuring out to find. And it may be a way of manifesting or attracting what you want through other cultures, or through people that you don't normally associate with. So you can definitely do some research online, but I feel like this is getting out and about and talking to people and actually getting into their energy. And I'm seeing like people around a campfire, or, you know, almost tribal type communities where they work magic, if you like, and they work it on the physical. I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. Someone in the neighbourhood's revving an engine somewhere, so I apologise if you can hear that. So it is about getting out and getting your hands on physical things and getting into remote communities and having them share the knowledge. You can't just take it from them. It's about them being willing to share it. I also see like people walking through forests and gathering herbs and parts of trees. So it is almost like a spell casting, if you like, but it's not so much put into a cauldron or anything like that. It's more about making a sacred space with these items to attract what you want. So you might be someone who goes for a walk and finds a feather, and there's a shell on the beach that you like, or there's a leaf that you find, and gathering all those things in that way is what helps manifest or attract what you want. So this is about material things, but connected to nature. And I'm still going back to that tribal situation where you know how elders share information with younger generations. So there may be something there about attracting what you want. You may be descended from a tribal, or we all are, but I mean more recently, maybe 1 or 2 generations back, maybe your family was tribal based and there is knowledge that can be passed down in the family. Maybe you're not tribal based, but you have older relatives who are quite mystical or quite connected to nature, and they have knowledge that they can share with you. So I almost feel like it's word of mouth knowledge and practical knowledge. It's not so much about sitting down in front of the TV and finding the knowledge or Googling the knowledge. It's almost sacred to people. And I'm getting a picture of people going out and finding bush tucker and things like that. So it's like you need a physical guide with this, or someone who will share the knowledge with you, not take it from, but they will share it with you, because there's definitely knowledge there. You may have had some luck with manifestation in the past, but I feel like you could go a layer deeper and go out and find the knowledge that helps you. The universe isn't just going to plop something in your lap. This is about seeking. If you were attracted to group 1, maybe you want to go back and watch that. I don't often suggest that, but it is along the same lines of energy here. It is about seeking, but it's about seeking it outside. Seeking it out in the wild. You might need to forage for things. They're saying just start practicing, because you have an innate ability to attract what you want, and that's why I said that you may have had some success with manifestation, but not to the extent that you'd really like. So the advice here is to go out into nature and pick up things that really attract your eye or really stick out to you, really almost illuminate it on your path as you're walking. Now, if you don't find anything like that one day, don't pick up any old thing. It's something that's going to be special, or things that are going to be special to you. So you might be walking out one day and find a really unusual rock, and there's no other rocks that look like that in that area. You could then take it to a special place for you outside in nature where you can use it. It doesn't want to go into the house. Whatever these items are, they don't want to go into a house or into a building. They want to be out in nature. And it's like you're also working with the forces of nature to cast a spell to attract what you want. And I'm coming back to spell casting again, and I just wonder if that's the term that they're using. We call it manifesting, or law of attraction and all of that stuff, but they're actually calling it spell casting. And they're saying that's what your wish is, or that's what your manifestation is. It's a spell being cast. But you have to physically do it. It's not just in your mind or something you speak. You have to do a little ritual with it. And because there's more than one person in this group, you will all do something a little differently. But it's more about harnessing that energy through nature to achieve what you want, to get bigger results than what you have been getting. Okay, pile 2. I hope that was helpful for you. I feel like there's something else there that needs to be said, but I can't quite grasp it. Maybe it's because you already have the knowledge that needs to be said. But go outside your comfort zone and find what you need. Thanks for watching. Crystal 3, welcome to your reading. I'm going to apologise out front because someone has just started revving some sort of engine in my neighbourhood, and this is the only opportunity I've got to film, so I'm going to have to persist. I hope it's not too loud for you. So I'm just going to pick up your crystal. Oh, and before we start, the other two have been a little unusual. These readings are not what I expected, so I'm not sure what's going to come through here. So let's go with this. So we're asking Spirit's advice on what you can do to attract what you want. Oh, they're saying freestyle it here. They're saying, like, I'm getting a real freeing energy with this. You know that scene from The Sound of Music where she's running down the hill and there's wind in her hair and her dress is flying, and I'm getting that sort of energy, like a real free energy. Like you have to feel free to be able to manifest what you want. So if you feel bogged down by anything, do what you can do to get yourself into a happy place. It's almost like you have to be stress-free and burden-free to manifest what you want. You know, when people fall in love very early on in a relationship, it's that sort of feeling where everything's exciting and you feel as free as a bird and you find everything wonderful and fascinating. It's that sort of energy. So that's a state that you, oh gosh, and grounded perhaps as well at the same time because the crystal flew out of my hand. That's the type of energy you need to be in to manifest what you want. So there's no particular way of manifesting. It's almost like it happens very, very naturally when you're in a state of freedom. And it's almost like, I mean, you as a group might be clairsentient or clairempathetic, where you pick up on other people's moods. So if someone around you is really, really happy, you feel really, really happy. Or if someone around you is really, really depressed, you feel depressed. So you might be able to harness that in a way where you think about a time in your life when you were overjoyed, you were just so incredibly happy, and you sit in that energy. It's not about thinking about the future that hasn't happened. They're saying, remember that energy and sit in that energy. It's something that you felt before, and they want you to feel it again, and from that place you can manifest very, very successfully. Very successfully. So it's about feeling free and feeling happy and feeling overjoyed and feeling abundant without thinking about all of those things in life that our brain's often filled with, all of the life admin. It's about connecting to your inner child as well and having a sense of freedom. When we're kids, we often run around without a care in the world and we're very happy and we can just experience such bliss in a moment. And as adults, we often forget how to do that. So they're bringing me back to even like a childlike quality of wonderment about the world. Yeah, they're saying for this group, you need to feel abundant to be abundant. So it's not about thinking of yourself sitting in a grand mansion like it's already happened. That won't work for you. This is about going back to a time when you're blissfully happy and you can embody that, even if it's for a minute a day, and it's regular practice that allows you to be in that energy time and time again. And then what that does is it actually creates that energy in your life. So being in that energy creates that energy. So even if you're feeling a bit bogged down by life, if you can think and sit in the energy of a time when you were so happy, and it doesn't have to be about another person like it was in a relationship or anything like that. It can just be the feeling of being that happy. You don't have to associate with anyone else. It's just you feeling blissfully happy. And it's like things just, I'm seeing a big slide and things just flying down the slide towards you, the things that you want. So incredibly easy when you're in that state. Oh, pile 3. That's a nice reading. That isn't such hard work to be able to attract what you want. So I hope that is very useful to you and I hope you can embody that. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.